European rivalries in India, Portuguese versus Dutch versus British versus French. Europe's discovery of the sea route to India sparked one of the greatest rivalries in world history. Powerful nations competed for the wealth of the East. The Portuguese were the first to establish a strong presence after Vasco da Gama's arrival in 1498. They captured key ports and controlled much of the spice trade. Using powerful warships and coastal forts, Portugal dominated the Indian Ocean for several decades. But their monopoly did not last long. In 1602, the Dutch East India Company entered the competition with a powerful fleet and an efficient trading network. The Dutch focused mainly on commerce. They established trading posts, purchased spices and textiles, and challenged Portuguese control across Asia. Soon another challenger arrived. In 1600, the British East India Company was founded with the aim of expanding England's trade with India. The British established their first major trading centres at Surat, Madras, Bombay, and Calcutta, building a strong commercial network. Unlike many of their rivals, the British gradually combined trade with military strength and political diplomacy. France also entered the race. In 1664, the French East India Company was established to compete with the growing European powers. The French developed Puducherry into their principal settlement and expanded their influence through trade and alliances with Indian rulers. As competition increased, the four European powers built forts, ports, warehouses, and naval bases along India's coastline. Indian ports became international centers of commerce where merchants exchanged spices, cotton textiles, silk, indigo, tea, and precious stones. Trade soon turned into rivalry. Control of ports, sea routes, and profitable markets became the main objective of every European power. Naval battles erupted across the Indian Ocean as each nation tried to weaken its competitors and dominate maritime trade. On land, diplomacy became just as important as warfare. European companies formed alliances with different Indian kingdoms to strengthen their position. The struggle reached its peak during the Carnatic Wars, where Britain and France fought fiercely for influence in southern India. Gradually, the British East India Company gained the advantage through stronger finances, a powerful navy, disciplined armies, and successful political alliances. Portuguese influence declined. Dutch commercial power weakened. French ambitions were defeated. By the late 18th century, the British East India Company had become the dominant European power in India, transforming from a trading company into a political empire. The rivalry among Portugal, the Netherlands, Britain, and France reshaped India's history forever. What began as a race for spices eventually led to colonial rule and changed the destiny of an entire subcontinent.